Hey everyone, my name is Janmejay, and this is probably day zero of my new series. And as you all know, I was going through a career transition, and I joined a new organization, and the decision turned out not so well. And from there, I have like put down my papers and looking for a different sort of role for myself. And during the process, I was doing a lot of introspection about my career trajectory and how it is going so far. And I realized one thing: the core thing that's my strongest point is also my weak point. So, and the main reason about this introspection was like I am able to do new things very soon. I'm able to go up to speed, and I'm able to do anything at superficial level very easily. And I'm a generalist, and I can pick up any role in a matter of few months. And as I'm a mechanical engineering graduate, and later on I joined data analytics and data science. So what happened was I learned everything on the job. So anything, any problem statement that came to my way, I was able to find an answer for that. And I have learned all the things, all the skills that I have acquired during my job. I have not done any certification, any courses as such, and I have learned everything by doing. And everything was because of a problem statement that I was going through. I learned SQL on the job. I learned Python on the job. I learned modeling on the job, NLP on the job, Azure, and be it anything I have learned during the course of my career. So what happened was I was focused too much on the problem statement, and I got the answer for that. But this strength actually is also my weakness, because I have knowledge of a lot of things, a wider variety of things. And but the problem is I have surface level knowledge about everything. I know the problem statement, I know the solution, but I don't know the deeper aspect. So there is no that sort of depth to my knowledge, and that is the problem that I think I am facing right now. So what I decided, I decided to talk to a few friends who are at a different level. They know a lot of things. They have training in data analytics and data science, and they have done a lot of jobs in the startups. And they are actually excelled. They excel in these things, right? So I had a chat with a few of the folks. So there were two approaches that were suggested to me, because in the data science I have done a fewer projects. And most of the time I was into either data engineering or the BI side, or doing governance related stuff. And then I moved into consulting, so there also I was dealing with the business problems. So I decided that I'll be eventually learning about the data science in depth. Even today I was looking for media mix modeling, which is a very niche part of the data science, right? So initially I decided that I would learn that only, and that only, and the algorithms that will help me to understand, break down the problems and solve that sort of problem, right? But later on I realized that if I'll be doing that, it will be again surface level knowledge for a particular use case, right? I would not have the foundations, which I think is crucial for me right now. So from the discussions with my friends, I got two of the approaches. One was basically doing use case level things, like whatever I need I should learn on that only, because learning everything would be a lot of bring a lot of challenges, and it would be hectic for me to do in a short span of time. So I thought this time I won't be taking any shortcut. I won't be doing these things which just solves a particular problem, but I'll look these things at the foundational level, and I'll be doing these learnings at the foundational level itself. So when I reached out to one of my friends, he suggested that because there are a lot of resources on the web, on the YouTube, on Coursera, and a lot of other things, right? So there are a lot of learning places, but these information actually creates a lot of confusion. What should I pick? Because a lot of things are better at one thing, but they lack other things. And while we are navigating, we often distracted, especially the people who are actually working in this field. Uh, they tend to get distracted because they see that some of the things is lacking in one course or one video, and they move to the other. So there is a lot of distractions, and because of that you don't follow a streamlined approach. And he suggested that I should be rather looking out for a book, and that book should solve the problem, and you'll be having a depth knowledge which is actually foundational, and you'll get a lot of depth in that. So after that discussion, and even I believe in learning through books because there is already a lot of screen time, and that is why I thought that I'll be picking a book. I do have certain number of books, and actually I refer to books only while I was doing data engineering, while I was designing the systems. So I was using this book to understand. This book is called Designing Data Intensive Applications, and by O'Reilly. It's Martin Keppelman's book, right? So I am a fan of reading books and learning through that sort of thing, but I cut corners and sometimes I don't complete the book, right? So that is why it created a lot of challenges for me. So I decided for this journey where I'm learning about data science in depth. I'll be going through that book because I have done a lot of projects where a lot of data scientists have worked with me, but I was not the main guy. They were the leading the project, and I was probably doing the data modeling part, or sometimes I was doing NLP for small use cases, or some sort of clustering, which is not that great. And then I was doing the back end things, right? Like creating up the uh, warehouse, doing ETL stuff, designing the solution, designing the wireframes of the dashboard, which will be the end output, which will be used by the consumer or our customers. And then I was also doing the gathering the business requirements, like going through ideations process and everything. But the core data science was done by some other person in the team, who were like great at what they do. And so now I have decided that I'll be going through this book, which is called Hands On Machine Learning with Scikit-learn and Keras and TensorFlow. So this book was first written in 2019, so I think it's decent enough to start with, because I want to build my foundational knowledge. Uh, for people who are actually familiar with the stats, probably they can skip the stats part, but I will also go through that sort of stats videos and everything. So I actually was going through a lot of stats through this book called Statistics Without Tears, and it is an introduction for non-mathematicians. Though I come from an engineering background, my mathematics is not that strong. So I was reading this book. I have completed this book in detail, and then I was also going through the videos of Khan Academy playlist, where they are explaining all the stat related concepts which will be eventually used at a later stage. And I'm also familiar with pandas and Python, NumPy, and I've worked extensively on the PySpark part. So my basics of that sort of things are covered. So I'll start reading this book, and probably I'll be creating a series where I'll be talking about these things in detail. So that is the plan. I'm not trying to monetize this. This is just for like journaling my journey, where I am understanding. I have experience of about 7 to 8 years in the industry of data, and it could be data governance, BI, and then data engineering, side of data analytics as well, and then data science. So I do have, and then a shorter experience in consulting as well, and it was basically data backed consulting. So now I will be more focused out towards the machine learning part, and then probably I'll be also looking at the agentic AI, because these things are picking up in the industry, and sooner or later everything will be integrated. So I should have the foundational knowledge, because I am more inclined towards the business side, but then again these sort of skills come handy, especially now when I'm leading a team. I should know a lot of things in detail. and I should have the foundational knowledge so that I can guide my team. So with that keeping in mind, I'll be starting this book, and probably for the next 30-40 days I'll be covering what I'm studying, and there would be a takeaway of everything. For example, I'm reading about the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi supervised learning, and then deep learning. So what are these sort of concepts? I already know a lot of things, but this book would give me a roadmap in detail so that I don't distract myself with other things. So yeah, that is day zero of my data science series, and it will be focused on hands-on approach on machine learning with scikit-learn, keras, and tensorflow. So yeah, I'll try to be more vocal about how I'm learning. Probably I'll also create notes and which could be shared later for those who want. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching.